Well, here we are, the final two games of the first season, and we're still somehow hanging on. This could be our final two games here, though. Let's get into it. So one thing I did miss out at the start of this series that I did originally put in the episode 1 and, had my mic muted, was just show you a bit about Limavady themselves. So if we just have a little Google Earth zoom in here to Limavady United Football Club, you can see the lovely ground that we have here. It's professional. It's sort of exactly what you would expect from a team of this level, to be quite honest with you. I mean, it's a standard sort of non-league ground in a estate, and this is what we're playing with. And do you know what? I quite enjoy this. This is exactly where you expect to start your managerial career, in a little stadium like this. It's beautiful. Now, anyway, let's get back to the episode, shall we? Yes, welcome back everyone for the third episode of Tuna Travels, and I know it seems like we're flying through here, but we are basically. This division, this team means virtually nothing to us. We have 120 competitions to win in a year, real life. Possibly less, possibly more. It depends on obviously when the next iteration of game comes out, but we need to be flying through these sort of divisions where we can't actually complete any of the trophies that we need to get as quickly as possible. So yeah, we're flying through it. We're going to try and get to the top division of possibly Northern Ireland. We might move to another nation soon. We'll see how things go. But here we are. We've made some transfers since we were last here. Alex Pomeroy has left us on a free to Dundalk. Coming in for us, two from PSNI, obviously my club that I started with last year. Tony Tumulty and Owen Moody, they both scored past me early on this season, so I've stole them. Pat Saunders from Distillery, Darren Gibbons from Bangor, Joe Finley from Newington, and Shay Garrity from Armagh all come in. We've had a youth intake as well. A lot of these here are young players that are coming this season. Obviously, Aaron Miller isn't, and Joe Curran isn't, but everyone else on here is. And it was a real golden generation. So much so that Alan McGuinness has only started his first league game for us. He played last time out. 15 years old. Have a look how the fixtures have been. Yeah, that's right. Not great. Not great at all. Of course, last time we were here was PSNI and Ballyclare, 2 defeats there. Our next game out, we played Banbridge. We drew 2-2 here. We were 2-0 up. McFadden penalty and Pomeroy scoring before Cowan and Durnin getting 2 late goals to give them a point. I was not happy. I was a lot happy with this one. 2 from Tony Tumulty on his debut, scoring past Armagh. Ironically, Monsial, who scored for them with the penalty, I'd offered him a contract and decided to go for them instead, and that's why we signed Tumulty. Who's the winner here, really? Next time out was a 1-1 draw against Dollins Town. McMullen putting us ahead, McCabe equalising Dollins Town. I was happy with this one. They were up challenging for automatic promotion places, so it's a good point for us there. This one, not so much though. Stephen Brennan getting the only goal of the game in a 1-0 defeat in Newington. These are struggling like us. We should have done a lot better in this game, just did not turn up. This one, though, probably the standout result of the season for me. 3-0 over Bangor. McKeever getting a hat-trick in this one. And these were flying high. This is another team that was challenging for the playoffs at least, if not the league title. And McKelvey turned up and ruined everything for them. McKeever, sorry. Fantastic free kick for the first one. Second one here, it was him that laid the ball off for Devlin. Tumulty plays it into him, and it's another absolute thunderbolt from McKeever. And then it's a long ball downfield. Woods makes a mistake. He steals in and fires across the goalkeeper for his hat-trick late on. And yeah, that one made me very, very happy there. We then played 3 games, and we've had 3 draws. 1-1 with Myola Park. Tumulty scoring again in that one. We were behind in this one. 2-2 against Tobermore. We went on 1-0 ahead for Tumulty. Cosgrave and Thompson scoring 2 quick-fire goals before McFadden penalty gave us a point, and 1-1 against Distillery. McMullen scoring early on, Young scoring late on for them. So our final 2 games of the season against PSNI and Port Stewart. We are 10th. Yeah, it's not been a great season at all. The highest we can finish is 6th. We've already been guaranteed the worst finish in this club's history. So I'm in the history books. Oh, yeah. Not great though at all. I've just realised I've clicked into that without even telling you my team. So yeah, fantastic. Alan McGuinness, that youngster, continues in goal. He's a real potential star for the future of this club. Andy Devlin, Stuart McMullen, John Watt, and Lee Toland are at the back. Hugh Carlin, Connor Harkin, Trey Sterling, Garrett McFadden, Declan McKeever make up the midfield, and Tony Tumulty is up top. So if I just go down and press me, we've changed style. We're now on a gegenpress style. I thought, just because, there's so long in between games, we don't particularly have to worry too much about fitness. The other styles really were not working, so we decided to press them and go attacking, and it's paid off pretty much. We've had the best run of the season since switching to this, so that is what we are definitely going with. For the end of this season, maybe next season if we're still here, there's going to be teams that are available that we could potentially move to. We could potentially be sacked. Who knows? McKeever gets past his man easily there, but pulls it back to Toland, who beats his man. Cross comes in and Woods clears from out of his keeper's hands. Sterling to Harkin hits one, and the keeper has allowed that to go underneath him and into the back of the net. Possibly the wet conditions there affecting the keeper. I mean, it was poor from Woods. Should have just let his keeper catch that one. Sterling laid off to Harkin. And yeah, I mean, a keeper has to do better than that. I was trying to defend their goalkeeper, but no, he's got to do a lot better than that. And Conor Harkin, as you saw at the bottom there, has his first goal for Limavady United. A win here puts us above them. Of course, we want to try and finish as high as we can and take some momentum into next season. Calling to Sterling, and I kind of want to save my job. I don't want to be sacked from my first job in the bottom league of the worst nation in Football Manager. It's not a great sign, is it? Tumulty fires one across to McFadden, who finds the back of the net for his 4th goal of the season. It is 2-0. We are flying high 20 minutes into this game. We do need to continue pushing on, though. We've given up a couple of 2-goal leads already this season, so we need to try and avoid that here as well. But I know it's early, but we should be relatively comfortable from here. So why not mention the Twitch save that we have going on? We are managing my local team here, Chesterfield FC, 7:30 over on twitch.tv/lowercase Junior45. We started the season off yesterday, a mixed start to the season, but more positive than negative. And yeah, it'd be nice to see somebody hanging out over there as Pearce and I looking to bring ball forward. Smiley into Brown. Brown cuts inside, but Harkin intercepts. McFadden looks forward towards Tumulty against his former club, but does not get there. And it's flicked on for Anderson. Anderson beats the goalkeeper. It's a lovely finish there from Mark Anderson. His 4th goal of the season makes it 2-1 to Limavady. And it wasn't great defending, was it? As soon as we lost that header, we were just wide open. And it's a great finish from Anderson, to be quite honest with you. It's lovely to go back across the goalkeeper into that bottom corner. And yeah, I probably jinxed it by saying about being comfortable. Tumulty's corner comes in, headed to clear, but back to Tumulty. To Carlin on the edge area, hits one. I thought that was in the back of the net for a second, and that was so close. Free kick, edge of the area for PSNI. Dangerous position. Might be a little bit too close here for Smiley. It is. It was just high and wide. It's always tough, get them up and down over the wall when you're that close in. As we come towards half time here, and that is half time. We've had a lot of shots, so I'm going to tell them I'm happy. We are still winning. they have had more of the chances in this game. They've got a better expected goals, but we're winning. So that's all that really matters, right? Fadden stepping in again. Looks forward, but Tamalti isn't going to get there. Smiley now. Buchanan. Into Anderson. Buchanan hits one. It's off the crossbar. And Toland manages to get it clear to Tamalti. And his little back heel gives the ball away. More. Anderson looks out wide and it's overhit there. It's gone out for a Limavady throw in. As we come towards the hour mark, I'm going to look at making a change. McMullen is going to go to the bench even. We're going to go to the bench. Henderson comes off of McMullen. Devlin goes into the centre of defence. Buchanan's ball into us back post, and Ryan Woods has PSNI level. It is 2-2 here. Again, we've thrown away a 2-0 lead. And do you know what? I fully deserve that after saying we were comfortable. Fully deserve them making us pay there. 20 minutes to go, and again, we're sort of in that situation where I don't particularly know what to do to change things. Wood leaves in 10th, and that's definitely not where I want to finish. Final change coming up here. Finley's going to come on for Carlin. We are going to go 2 at the top. Finley as an advance forward, I think. And we're going to go very attacking. And we're going to demand more for these final 10 minutes of the game. We have had more of the ball, but chances-wise, PSNI have the edge there. So throwing deep in their half. And why we backed off in there is beyond me. Devlin fires against an opposing player, but we keep the ball. McKeever in space. We know we can hit them. We know we can hit them. Declan McKeever. Ironically, only his 4th goal of the season. All 3 before came in that one game against Bangor. Bit of luck there. Harkin flicked it onto King. Into Sterling. McKeever. And as soon as the space opened up, we knew he was going to hit it. Keeper stood absolutely no chance there. 4 minutes to go in this game, and we have ourselves back in the lead. It is 3-2, 4 additional minutes here. Can we hold on? It's a corner for PSNI towards the back post, and Toland clears it off the line, and that is so crucial. Can we win the ball back here, or at least keep them out? They've gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, and that from Toland is as good as a goal, and that has won the game for us. Of course, PSNI's last home game of the season, and we finally get a win. Oh, feels good. And we continue that run that we have been on. I think that's now 5 games unbeaten. If I'm not mistaken, another £45 into the budget there for us. It's actually 6 games unbeaten, including, it's a friendly. We'll ignore that. It's 5 games unbeaten, 2 wins, 3 draws, and we have Port Stewart next up for our final game of the season. Club fishing wise, we're now on the C. A couple of weeks ago, we were down on A, so we don't want to pull that back. Of course, we failed a lot of stuff here, but we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. We'll be back in just 1 second for our final game of the season. So it's time for the final game of the season. Perhaps my final game in charge. Who knows? And we're giving the kids a go. We're giving the kids a go because why not? They can't do much worse than the first team's done all season. So yeah, I mean, if we are still here next season, it'd be nice to know which one of these to give more game time to. We'll probably look to let a lot of the first team Deadwood go this season. I know that I have like every team selected, the reserve and under 18 squad, but this is a big squad again. So yeah, we're gonna have to trim it down. And yeah, I mean, this is a chance for some of the younger players to show what they can do. We've got McGuinness in goal, McCabe, McKelland, O'Neill, and Geraghty at the back. McCallan in the holding midfield role, Borman and Moore in midfield, Clark, Hamill, and Curry attacking trio today. So 10 changes from that last game, of course. Goalkeeper keeping his position. And there's a very good chance he's going to be number 1 goalkeeper next season, McGuinness. Well, he is if I'm still here and I've got anything to do with it. So I'm just going to tell them to go out there and enjoy themselves. We're going to take pressure off everyone. Didn't go down well with McKelland. and just tell them to enjoy their debuts and put on the show, have some fun, make the most of their opportunity. Port Stewart are in 4th place. They can, of course, still finish in 3rd. If Bangor don't beat Distillery, they've got to win by 6 goals though. To be fair, it could possibly happen. Yeah, Tobermoor look like they're going to be champions. McNeil, ball into the box, Logan at back post, but McGuinness saves. Keeps hold of the ball, takes his time, rolls it out to McCallum, gets it back. Clark to McCallan. Borman now. Clark, he looks forward to Curry. Ball out to McCabe. Borman. McCallion. Moore. Clark in. And Paul Clark is offside. The flag is up. I did think he may have just gone. He's just offside. Tried to get back on, and yeah, it's good taking, it's a good finish. But unfortunately for him, a couple of yards came between him and the goal. PSNI are winning, so they go above us at the moment against Newington. And so we come to half time and it's 0-0. And do you know what? These kids are putting on a decent show here. I expected to be a couple of goals down, to be quite honest, by now. And yeah, they're keeping Port Stewart at bay. We'll see what happens with this highlight. Now we're going to make our first change. Curry heads it down to Hamill, who moves it back to the centre. McCallion finds Geraghty with a beautiful ball. Cross comes in to Clark at the back post and header. Technically, it's in the back of the net. That was yeah, that was obviously a glitch to go through the net there. Unless there's a hole. There could be a hole as Barr finds the top corner of our goal and there's no holes. Up there, it is 1-0 straight from that goal kick. Geraghty probably should have done a bit better there. Tough of him being on a booking though. Douglas is a great cross in and Barr finds his way in. We didn't particularly need 2 players on this one. But again, it's an unexperienced team, so they will learn. We'll bring Curran on at left back. We don't particularly have a left back, and I wish it'd stop changing. Hamill come off with Donovan, and let's bring. Actually, I'm going to keep a sub in pocket just in case we don't want to pick up any injuries. Law's free kick now to Makio, and it is 2-0. And now the score could start to run up a bit. Let's go and encourage them, shall we? It's a good finish. It's a good free kick. I don't mind too much about losing to this one. It's all experience. He's just onside. I mean, you take that yard, you give it to ours, and it's a 1-1. There's his offside, and we're onside. That is the margins in this game. And they have got more attacking. I mean, we're hanging in their possession. We're not particularly creating too many chances. They have a dangerous free kick here. It's Law. And it's over the bar. And we're going to bring Mullen on for Curry now. With 10 minutes to go, it's still 2-0. We are going to lose this game, but I don't mind too much. It's good experience for these lads. It's not great for the fans, obviously. They've watched a lot of defeats this season, but I'm not going to criticise them. There's some interesting takes from that game. And yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens going forward. At the moment, we are still in charge. We'll see how long that lasts for. I'll be back for the end of season review thing in just 1 second. So, Limerick United end of season review 2021-22 season. The new arrivals here, Tony Tumulty came in. He was one of our signs, 7.23 average rating, 7 appearances, 4 goals, 1 assist. Not bad going there. Owen Moody, 7 average rating. He came in and got injured. I don't think he's back yet. He may have just got back towards the end of the season, but he missed out. Trace Sterling, one that we brought in early on the season as well. He was the fans signing of the season there. 17 appearances, 1 goal, 3 assists, 6.92. See there, Pat Saunders, Darren Gibbons didn't really get much of a chance. Them two, they came in to replace whatever his name was. That's how much I cared about our old goalkeeper at the start of the season. And subsequently got replaced by a youth player. So, yeah, see the ins and outs there for us. Paul Wells, that was his name. Alex Pomeroy, broad, content to let him go. Paul Wells, content to let him go. And Eamon Mullen, satisfied to see him go as well. I don't particularly care too much at all. The Rose side has suffered a dismal campaign, playing well below expectations for the majority of the season, descending into a tailspin that saw them drop from 8th to 11th by November. Of course, we were expected to be top half. We finished in 9th, so it wasn't great. 22% average home attendance, 125 fans there. Joe Finley, top scorer with 8 goals. Board confidence of D. Not ideal, but obviously, end of the season we looked a lot better. From Bangor onwards, minus the Port Stewart game, obviously, where we played the kids. Knocked out in the 4th round of the Settlers Peaky Blinder Irish Cup. They wanted to get into the 5th, but understood that we was knocked out by Ballyclare Comrades. 2nd round of the McKing Club, that was, of course, our first game here in charge of Newry City and Northern Irish Intermediate Cup. Yeah, we made up get to 4th round, and we don't talk about that one. We don't need to talk about that one at all. Biggest win of the season was that 3-0 over Bangor. Match number 2-1 over Armagh, Tomas's debut. And goal of the season went to O'Kane. We can't click it from here, but it's the one that I showed you in yesterday's episode. If you haven't seen it, go and watch that goal because it's special. Very good chance that's going to be goal of the series. It is quite simply how it is. Finances wise and reputation hasn't changed. No new deals. Everything was up from last year because we didn't have anything last year, and £131 in merchandising sales. So yes, team of the season, Wells in goal. Nope. What Devlin, McMullen, McKeever, Carlin, Sterling, Harkin, McFadden, Toland, and Pomeroy. Debatable on some of them. Of course, we won No Managers Awards. Club Awards, Declan McKeever winning France Player of the Year, Tree Sterling Young Player of the Year and Signing of the Season. Goal of the season, of course, to O'Kane. McKeever top scorer with 4 goals. Most assists goes to McFadden with 6. 2 man of the match for McKeever. Average rating is 7 for him as well. And 55 average passes completed for Trey Sterling. That's his name. During the season. Records have all been broken this season, but I don't think we had any here initially, so they're all brand new. See there, we've applied for a job over in Kitchi in Hong Kong. They finished 2nd last season and sacked their manager. I don't expect much from it, but we've applied for it anyway. Hamill became the youngest player in the league and the club, 15 years, 125 days old. Previous was Alan McGuinness, 15 years, 355 days old. There we go. The board wish to discuss our future. Yeah. Campbell sacked by Armagh. We are now favourite to be sacked as well. Board wish to hold a meeting with you regarding your position at the club. Your performance hasn't been good enough and your position is under serious threat. Failure to attend the meeting will result in the board terminating your contract. Let's attend the meeting then. We're not happy with your current performance and we're considering your position at the club. We'd like to know why you think the team performed so badly. I haven't been in management that long and I'd appreciate some patience and understanding. We hope we can learn from your mistakes. Being in a profession is no justification to give you any favours. I mean, I'm not begging. I'm not begging. It's that simple. What do I need to do? Grant you a little more time, but we're limiting the transfer budget while we do, so we don't have any transfer budget. So yeah, that's fine by me. You can have whatever you want. we have nothing, so Dynamics Carlin is the leader. McFadden is an influential player. Average dressing room atmosphere went down, as did managerial support. Not surprising. I've had a lot of run-ins with these players. We're on the end of season break, obviously. In the episode later today, which will be about 7 o'clock again, we will either start the new season here or we'll be with a new team. You will see later on. Thank you so much, everyone that has watched, liked, commented, shared, and subscribed from that first couple of videos yesterday. If you haven't seen them yet, you will have an end screen thing coming up that side over there somewhere. You can click on the playlist and watch all the videos so far, all 3 of them. Of course, back here at 7 p.m. tonight for the next part of this series, and over on twitch.tv/lowercase tuna 45 at 7:30 British time for some more Chesterfield FC on the live stream. So you can get to know me a little bit more, come along and chat over there and watch some Football Manager and sort of see my thinking off the screen as well. Thank you very much, everyone that has watched. Until next time, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye.